This is a 1-point perspective project. Here's your point that you're going to start with. You're going to put a point in the middle or somewhere around there. And what you're going to do is cut out 2 squares of paper, 2 inches by 2 inches, and another one 1.5 or 1 inch by 1 inch. And you're going to set up the squares on the paper, and I'll show you how to do that. And then you're going to connect the lines to the vanishing point to make it look like it's coming towards you. And I'll show you how to do that in this project. This is called a bird's eye view. I'm going to take some cardboard, and what I'm going to do is cut a 2-inch square and a 1.5-inch square so I can draw some blocks on here, just trace them out. I'll give you some paper or cardboard that you can do that with. But get that cut, and then we're going to trace them out. Next, I'm going to put my vanishing point. I'm going to put that pretty close to the center, and I'm just going to put a little dot right there and put a VP on it for vanishing point. And what's going to happen is I'm going to do 5 big squares and 5 little squares. Put them anywhere on the paper that you want to. I'm going to start out with this one here. And if you'll notice, I'm going to try to keep this parallel to the edge of the paper instead of turning it at this point. The first project is going to be pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So I'm going to just kind of have it like this. Trace these out like this. Now that I'm done drawing out these squares, I've got 10. I've got 5 big ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 small ones right here. And what you're going to do is you're going to take this vanishing point. Think of this as like you're flying over a city, and you're looking at the top of the buildings, and we're going to start with the closest buildings to the vanishing point. And the corners will come down and touch that vanishing point, but they won't go through the other squares. So let's start with this one since it's really close. Well, actually, let's start with this one since it's close. And there's 2 sides that are going to come to the vanishing point. So what I'm going to do is draw this line coming down here, and I stop at the square. So what's going to happen is I'm going to draw dark so you can see it, but you draw lightly to make sure you, in case you mess it up, that you can erase. So there's that line coming there, and then this one is going to come over here like this. And we've got that going there now. Okay, this one looks like it's the next closest. So here comes this point from here. Remember, these squares are, imagine them as being solid so you can't see through them. So it's going to come from here, and this one's going to come up and stop at this square because this part of this building is behind this building. And then let's go from here on down like this. And the next closest one, let's see, is probably this one right here. So let's take that one and bring that on down this way. So this corner is going to come down and stop there. And this corner is going to come to the vanishing point and stop here. This is the third one. The next one is probably this one right here. So let's bring this one in like this to the vanishing point. So it's going to be like this. And then this one's going to come over here to the vanishing point. Do you notice that some of these boxes you're going to see 2 sides, and some you're going to see 1. This one you're going to see 1. This is 1. This is 1. This will be 1. But this corner one you're going to see 2 sides. This side and this side. This one you're going to see 2 sides. So the next closest box is probably this one right here. So let's line up with that point real close to the vanishing point. It's going to come down like this. And then this one is going to come down like this. And then this one is going to come from here on down here like this. Probably the next closest box would be this one right here. So we're going to see one side on here. So we come vanishing point to this corner. Remember that all the points of the corners that you're going to use line up with the vanishing point. If something gets off, it's usually because you didn't line up with your vanishing point. The next closest one, let's use this one. Let's start with that center line and come down here like this. And then to that corner and come on down. Then the vanishing point to this corner like that. Then let's do this one here. So this corner is going to line up with the vanishing point. So let's take the vanishing point and go right here. And then this corner to the vanishing point. And see when it gets behind that building there, it kind of disappears. Then here's this one here. This lines up to this vanishing point. This corner lines up there. So then this one here is going to come across here from this corner to the vanishing point. Let's go out here. And then vanishing point to that corner. It's just going to be right there. And you are going to see the side, but just barely. So it's going to come like that. If you want to do more boxes, you can. I just have you doing 10. So now you can see how it looks like they're all coming at you from this one vanishing point. So like if I wanted to, I could put another box down here, another box here, and that would make it look even more. So let's try that. So if I take this one, darken this in like this, and then let's put one right here. Then let's bring this point here into here. It comes down, it stops at that square. Then this one's going to come in and stop at this square. So it's going to come to here. Then this one is going to come from here down like that. So let's do this one. I don't know how many sides you're going to see on that one, but let's find out. Okay, we're going to go to here. Then we're going to go to here. So you're only going to see one side on this. So it's like that. So now you can see how it looks like they're all going in like this. The next step is to shade from a 10 to a 1 about halfway up. So it looks like they're getting darker as they go down into the center here. And I'm going to do that with this pencil here. Now that I've got this shaded in, going from a 10 to a 1 here, 10 being black to white, if you look close, you'll see that I left little spaces of white in between the dark areas, so it looks like a little highlight on the edge, just to differentiate the sides. So I've got this going on. And I'm also going to erase the vanishing point because I'm going to start now with doing some colored pencil on it. What I'm going to do is shade, just pick different colors and shade dark to light on the top and then from the side down so that it gives it kind of another three-dimensional effect. There, now it's finished. What I did is I left little white lines in some of these areas so it looks like highlights. Came in and shaded first with a pencil, kind of dark or number 10, fading to a 1, and then with a color pencil I went right over top of it, and because a color pencil is a wax or transparent, you can see through it and you can see the shading. And so that's how you get this effect.